right back after this break to get... And here's Utah. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got Kyrie Irving. Daniel Gibson is out there with C.J. Miles. Then it's Tyler Zeller. Outside Irving. Feeds it to Gibson. Back to Irving. Over Hayward. It's blocked.
You know, as tight as this game is, you have to like their chances the way they've been rebounding.
They have a pretty good margin in that department, so they've got to continue to hit the boards hard. It'll pay off for them in the end.
Outside Irving. Right side Irving. Over Tinsley. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Both teams will make substitutions. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And that one's good, Irving.
Well, it took him a long time to get that three-point range. Maybe this will get him going.
On the wing, and Utah again with the bucket. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
Well, 7 lead changes, Kevin and Steve.
Oh, what a play!
Oh, look at that.
That is a...
Bringing down the house. Well, I don't know how he got it in his mind to go for that. Very bold to toss the alley-oop to himself there.
But he nailed it, and his teammates are loving it.
I think the first guy I ever saw...
Oh, man, that was unreal. Hark it up. Nasty, nasty. Whoa.
And that look right there. Ron Clark says it all.
He's not alone, Kevin. Hey, that was just mean right there.
Utah calls timeout.
Well, one of the things the Jazz are going to have to sort out over the next year or two is just playing time in the front court. And that equation was made even more confusing with the addition of Enes Kanter in the draft. But he played a very limited role last year, and the minutes seemed to work out for everybody. But as he develops, it'll be very interesting to keep an eye on the rotation of the Utah front court.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey guys, well, Tyrone Corbin had some advice for the team in that last huddle. He talked mainly about giving them a different look defensively and dropping more bodies into the paint, saying, listen, they're eating us up on the inside and we need to do whatever it takes to stop it. Guys, back to you.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, I don't know if I'd call it a log jam, Steve, or what. I mean, I think it's still kind of sorting itself out with the Utah Jazz up front. But it's a lot of size, a lot of length. Favors is terrific. Kanter, we really don't even know what's going on because he's so raw, but great potential. You know, a lot of good young players, Clark, and there are only so many minutes to go around. That'll be an interesting dance there for the coach, Tyrone Corbin, to try to figure that out.
It will be, but you'd much rather try to do that dance with that kind of ammunition and those types of potential dancers than not. So Favors is another guy in the mix, and eventually you think the Jazz will perhaps have to move one of those guys up to free up playing time, but that remains to be seen.
Williams kicks to Millsap. Back to Williams. Into Millsap. Pushes up. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And the Jazz lead by 1. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark and Steve. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Boy, after all this energy that both teams have expended, you're right, Clark. This would be a tough one to lose. Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
G. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
Now remember, he did make a three-pointer in the first half, so we'll see if he can find the range here in the second. Man, they are both lighting it up here.
Exciting basketball, Steve. I mean, it's been back and forth, each side dropping in points every chance they get.
for the Cavaliers. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Zeller. And it's Tristan Thompson in for C.J. Miles. Varejau passes to Irving. And that one's good. Irving's got 39.
Points in the paint have been the main course, or main entree, if you will. They just keep pounding it inside.
Now they're seeing no resistance defensively in the paint area, so the defense has got to be tougher.
.144 left to play here in the fourth. And play stops as it looks like they call an over-the-back hit.
Well, he was boxed out, and when that happens, at some point you have to just turn and get back defensively. That time he went right over the top.
Yeah, but you go straight on the top of another player's back, that's going to be a foul call every time. We see more and more point guards with that kind of impressive dunking ability, don't we?
Absolutely. We're seeing more and more of that kind of explosiveness. In fact, the point guard now has never been as prominent and as important, I think, in the game than it is right now.
I agree. Some of that is the rule changes, guys. No hand checks. The floor is more spread. But, yeah, this new breed of athletic point guards is so exciting.
18 feet out. And there's the rejection. And oh, here we go. Foy's got it. The fast break chance. Williams. Good. Williams has got 13 points in the second half.
Three-pointers have been a huge problem for this defense.
Yeah, they've been a day late and $1 short. And it's costing them. You got to get there sooner.
Deflected. Millsap with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Foy with the ball. It falls.
He's locked in right now, guys, hitting some big shots here in the fourth quarter.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're losing by 4. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Daniel Gibson's checked in for Alonzo G. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot's good by Gibson.
What a clutch shot there.
Really, the definition of clutch.
Right side, Williams. And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you have to love watching him play, Kevin. He goes out night in and night out with the belief that he can make any play possible. He's got that tremendous confidence, and he's fearless late in games. Tries to get the defender back on their heels and then rise up and shoot over the top.
And the other thing about Mo is if he gets a few to drop early, you're going to be in trouble all game long. He doesn't need much time or space to get that hot hand firing. And if you don't get in his face early, he can hurt you.
He was not to be denied that time, guys. Fought his way to the glass and came up with the points.
Irving with it. Williams picks him up. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Irving. A leaner. Ooh, off wide.
Well, they had a foul to give, but they couldn't get it done before that shot attempt.
Yeah, and giving up free throws isn't ideal here, Steve. You know that, but at least they got the clock stopped.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Well, you just knew he wasn't going to miss there, not with so much riding on it.
Here's Williams. Over Gibson. Oh, missed it.
You'd expect him to nail that one being that close to the hoop.
And so they foul intentionally. And he doesn't get the first one to fall. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. And